not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent.
Hey guys. Well, it's been quite a while. I kind of finished my last video, then kind of devoted things to school, and I'm on a new medication, which is working fine. The only problem is it happened long enough that, well, I'm gonna have to go on medical leave, so I'll have a lot more time to devote to you guys. Which should seem a good thing, but it also means, oh fuck, now he has to wait till, next semester to continue with his career path. Lucky me. So I figured I should actually do something for you guys since I haven't done anything in a while, so record some of this. Alright, where we left off, we were with Bryce, Mr. Play around with people while they're frozen. I guess we'll do Elin next, or Elin. I assume it's Elin, but it's spelled weird because I don't know. Well, we'll find out in a second. Hello, Elin.
Yes, I can talk about all of that. What do you want to talk about first?
Okay. How are you?
I started seeing Dr. Dekker a few months ago. I thought it would be nice to have someone I could talk to about work. It can get a bit stressful sometimes.
How is it stressful?
It can be sad sometimes. I don't like losing a patient, but that's the job. I don't get stressed about it or anything.
What do you do?
I work in a nursing home for the elderly. I basically do end-of-life care.
Yeah, great, so she's my mother.
The usual things. Making sure the patients are comfortable, making sure they're not in any pain, and I talk to them. I keep them company. Some of them get pretty frightened about what's coming. Well, those of them that aren't out of it on meds. I comfort them.
Yeah, I just dope them up a little, and they seem pretty happy. How much? I can't spell. Meds.
I don't like it when patients are heavily sedated, especially when there are alternatives, like herbal remedies. I mean, imagine if you only had a few days or weeks left to live. Would you want to spend it asleep?
Hey kids, do you know there's such a thing called ozone therapy where you take ozone, mix it with blood, and then put that blood in your body? Hey kids, what I also tell you, ozone's toxic. If any of you have been anywhere near a lightning strike, which I personally have, which was wonderful, I've been struck by lightning, I'm not that unlucky. If you have, you'll understand like this weird burning smell. That's ozone. It's formed from the lightning striking, just the heat. Now I lost track. What's coming? Which makes it sound less like they're dying and more like they're going to be something. Because with Lovecraft, I feel like they're going to be fucking enslaved to Cthulhu or something.
Death is frightening, isn't it? Isn't it what everyone's afraid of? The great unknown. No one should have to face that alone.
How do you comfort them? Oh, hush. Wonder who she is. Who are you? I totally don't have a dossier that has your name on it.
I'm Elin. I'm 25 and I'm a nurse. God, I sound like I'm on one of those dating shows.
Oh god, not you two. Do you enjoy dating shows?
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way.
Nothing like being a med student. Okay, maybe not. Sorry for writing your notes. Say hello to Elin for me and let her know that Terry called. Okay. Terry! Not Terror.
Terry's one of the other nurses at the home.
Wait, what?
I don't think she likes me very much.
Nice. Why doesn't she like you?
I haven't really got anything to say about that. Maybe we should talk about you.
That's not how this works. Let's see what I miss here.
I'm not really looking for love at the moment. I'm sort of married to my work, but in a good way.
Okay, that doesn't give me too much. No. I would like to be awake.
Exactly. I feel like it's almost criminal. Like you're robbing people of their last moments on Earth. You should be able to savor the experience, not sleep your way to death.
Do you savor the experience of watching patients die? How would you savor?
I'm not saying anyone should be happy about dying. I've seen lots of people die, and it's a special moment.
Okay.
There's literally nothing else like it.
Suicide is painless. It brings so many changes. Anyway, she lying about seriousness. Are you sure you're not stressed? I'm probably gonna probe her for the herbal remedies. Oh, hush.
It's not the job that stresses me. It's the people I work with, the other nurses. They're mean to me.
God. This seems to be a recurring thing, because if any of you know, my mother's, she works in a nursing home for end-of-life care. And if you thought U.S. politics were bad, you should know inside nursing home politics.
They call me the angel of death because so many patients have died on my shift. I don't think they mean it. Obviously, it's not my fault. It just seems to happen that way.
I just noticed, also her pupils are really dilated also. Like, first Bryce's. I feel like they may have brightened this room or something, or it was like a little darker. It's just everyone's pupils seem to be very large, that their irises, why are you the angel of death? So that thing of hitting them with a lot of morphine, I was making the joke. I kind of feel maybe it's true.
They're old. People die when they're old. I mean, medically speaking, it's heart failure or organ failure or pneumonia. They're all natural causes, though.
Well, since you brought up herbal remedies.
I'm a qualified herbalist. It's okay, you can laugh. Most people
Aha.
think herbalism is a joke.
Eh.
But I'd much rather help my patients sleep at night with valerian or passion flower than lorazepam, temazepam, or zolpidem.
Okay. Well, at least she's not like the all cure-all kind of people. Ozone is one of the closest things to a miracle drug we have. I'm sorry, I'm just debating, just looking at pseudoscience recently, and it's just great. Even though the guy in that video was a registered dentist, and he was on the Mormon Bachelorette, or Bachelor. Interesting things. How many have died on your shift?
No, sorry, I don't know.
Oh, fuck off. How many have died?
Mm, 3 last month.
Okay.
3 the month before that, I think. But only 1 so far this month, so that's good. Although one of my patients, Hilda, I don't think she's got long.
Huh. Hilda.
She's one of the crotchety ones. Always swearing and spitting at me. Never got anything nice to say. Thinks we're going to smother her in her sleep or something. She doesn't bother me though.
Nah, I'd probably just load her up on drugs so she's not conscious. She's suddenly gonna die. Didn't I already ask this?
I've known a lot of doctors over the years. Most of them arrogant idiots who think nurses are just there to do their bidding, or worse. Dr. Dekker was different. He had a lot of time for me. He was interested in my problems.
Well, from what we've been hearing, he certainly was different. Did he get inside you too?
He was a bit offbeat, but yeah, I liked him. But then I like most people.
Okay. This is the point where you guys could turn it off if you want. So we got most of the major stuff, and I'm just gonna finish off the rest, because that's kind of how I do this. Alright. Why is she married to her work? Even though some of these I might just ask out of experience more, but like, you're working horrible hours. Like, that's the one thing with med school, which I don't know if I'll make it through with the state of my body and everything, is, well, on your feet, working 28-hour plus shifts, which you're only legally allowed to do 28, and you're only allowed to do 80-hour weeks, but you'll be damned if they actually follow that, because you're not just going to be like, yeah, we have patience, but I gotta go home now.
Yes,
And this residency.
I love my job. I love my patients. Even the really crotchety ones, you know?
I love them so much, I give them morphine.
You hear what comes out of their mouths. They're like my children in a way. That sounds weird, doesn't it?
You know, I doubt this. Do you like controlling? Do you like having control?
I'd really like to be able to answer you, but I don't know what to say.
Alright, that's just something. Do you like having control over your patients? That you're the dominant one there? I don't know. Some weird. Why is she a qualified herbalist?
Traditional medicine makes patients worse sometimes, don't you think? You must see it all the time, Doctor. You take one pill, then have to take 5 other pills to deal with the side effects. Herbs are kinder. Obviously, you have to be careful, just like with everything. Giving the wrong combination can be deadly. Fortunately, I know what I'm doing.
Okay, I think I might have just kind of gotten down to the thing. I take it she gives them certain herbs to kill the crotchety ones. Send them sleep with a little OD. Does she enjoy it when her patients die? Well, that's even more forward than what I was trying to say. She did kind of say it's a bit weird.
No, I don't like it. I feel lucky to share that moment with them. To be there with them when it happens. You know what I mean?
Movie length. Hooray. Oh, that didn't finish her. I figured that was the end. I assume that means I played X amount of hours, or who knows. Are you afraid of death?
No, death doesn't scare me. It's probably because I've been around it so much, but I haven't seen anything that's made me feel like it's something to fear. I don't think death is an end. I think it's a doorway to another place. I'm just not sure where. Where do you think we go when we die, Doctor? I'm really bad at this.
I think we become nothing. Which is mostly true as an atheist, but there is some weird things I've experienced that, who knows, with residual energy, maybe that's what we take as ghosts. Just I've had a few weird experiences. My past, specifically with Urbex, but that's a story for another time, and Darklink is now playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Turned off Uplay this time. Steam, not so much.
I don't know.
Alright, well. Guess I'll just say Valhalla! Sorry, I skipped that dialogue. I thought...
I don't really know what that is. Something to do with Vikings, isn't it?
Yes. With Vikings.
No.
Yeah, fuck off. No, that's probably it.
I don't believe in God, so I can't really claim to believe in heaven.
Okay. Well, what else could I get out of there?
I don't know. I feel like I'm the weakest.
Okay, I don't know. It says there's more of the prod there.
Maybe. Maybe we go somewhere completely beyond what we can imagine. We're only humans after all. We can't possibly comprehend what's really out there.
And we get back to some of the, once isn't a train, it's a helicopter. And a car. But reminds me of one of the, like, creationist, not even creationist, but just more like the religious talking point. We don't understand much about the universe, so who knows? God's out there somewhere, maybe. Which he is out there. He doesn't fucking like us much, does he? And again, we're getting into more Grand Inquisition stuff, aren't we? Maybe you should do... Well, that kind of implies heaven as someone that grew up Catholic. You're just kind of suffering, but you do get into heaven eventually. Some like shitty line where it's apparently worse than hell because heaven's right there, but you can't get to it. At least in hell, you know absolutes. It's only a Sith deals in absolutes.
I thought I was stuck in purgatory once, but then I realized I was just watching a really, really bad film. Sorry, I'm terrible at jokes.
Eh. She's unnerving, but not that unnerving. She's still not done. Where are you from? I just assume they're all generally English-ish.
I feel really bad. I can't answer your questions. I like animals. Let's talk about that.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Apparently it's a Welsh name. I'm not Welsh. My mum's into all that New Age stuff, and I think she thought it would make me seem more interesting.
Oh boy. Well, I do know a kid named Elek, which is E-L-E-K, so... It. Oh well.
I'd been seeing him for about 9 months, I think.
Okay. Well, no, what else? Oh, fuck.
When someone says afterlife, it just makes me think of wispy figures floating around in a white haze, like you get in those New Age posters. I don't really go for that.
Gonna see if there's more in the private New Age.
New Age, like auras and healing energy, crystals and all that. It's not really my thing.
Oh, the fun people. Gonna channel your chi. I'm sorry, speaking of terrible movies and chi, God. I'm kinda glad I haven't thought about it in a while. Shyamalan's The Last Airbender. Oh, God. Bad memories. And again, it could be The Legend of Korra, which I heard is also trash. I remember certain ER on YouTube had his own little fun time with that, cancer. Do you like animals? Even though you said, hey, I like animals, let's talk about animals.
I love animals, especially cats. I think everyone is either a cat person or a dog person. What are you, Doctor?
Personally, I'm a cat person, but I also like dogs, so I have a cat and I have a dog. Well, I have 2 cats, but I don't have a dog. I'm both.
I don't know. Yay, me too. I have a cat called Church. He's adorable.
Why church?
No, sorry.
Okay, guess not.
Well, yes, that's true. But still, it was nice to be listened to.
Well, at least he's not getting inside you. Do you believe in hell? Okay, we're just covering all bases. No salvation, only eternal
Hell
damnation.
isn't real. Whoever came up with that idea has a lot to answer for.
Well, religion is quite a lot to answer for, personally.
I've never really got the idea of reincarnation. I mean, are you still you? Do you know you're still you? And if not, how does that even work?
What else is there?
I haven't really got anything to say about that. Maybe we should talk about you.
Why me?
I don't know. Well, I haven't really thought about it. My patients listen to me, but then I suppose they haven't got much choice.
I'm sorry, I'm running out of ideas. That's why this is the short port. That's what I asked. There's the train, folks.
Well, that's bleak, but I don't believe it.
Then where do we go?
I'm really bad at this.
Yeah, that was weird.
I don't have any kids. Maybe I will one day, I don't know. At the moment, all my energy is focused on taking care of my patients.
How do you take care of your patient? Well, we already asked that a while ago. I'm sorry, I'm running out of ideas. This is getting really drawn on, but oh well. We'll have to deal with it. I'm the Avatar. You gotta deal with it. Oh God, kill me. I remember like the first. I'm sorry. Now it got me mind on Avatar. I just remember that from the Legend of Korra, and I'm like, yep, turning this shit off now. Anime is trash.
Oh, well, there you go. You learn something new every day.
I'm sorry, I'm really running out of things to ask. What did we miss? Folks? I'll say, she's still not complete. Oh yeah, I kind of forgot that. What do you know? Dr. Dekker's murder.
I think it's terrible what happened to him. So awful. No one deserves to die like that.
I'm sorry, but I can't place what's on her necklace. Also, she's done. If any of you know what that is, feel free to tell me. I just don't remember symbology. Like, obviously there was the octopus or Cthulhu head or train in the background, because go fuck yourself. But I'm not quite sure what it is. Anyway, that's all for now, folks.